26. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's second down. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Right back to him on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. A quick hitter complete. It's Taylor. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Garoppolo now. Escaping the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Bust through the tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Bryant's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Gun.
Ryan goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Buying time to his left. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A dump down to McKenna. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Quick hitch, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hey, boys, go forward.
Play action. Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
And here now come the Falcons. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Devontae Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Nice little juke. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Line 59, line 59. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
22!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
22!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.